thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act that Democrats passed last Congress. Finally, 20 years after Part D was passed, we put people over to politics and empowered HHS to negotiate lower costs for life-saving drugs, ensuring that older Americans will enjoy lower prices and peace of mind. Already, many Americans are enjoying the $35 per month cap on insulin and no-cost vaccines pursuant to the Inflation Reduction Act. That has translated into a savings of about $440 annually for thousands of my neighbors in the Tampa Bay area. And starting in 2025, no senior will pay more than $2,000 in out-of-pocket cost annually for their prescriptions. So when fair and negotiated prices for the highest cost drugs are finalized in coming years, seniors will enjoy even more money back into their pockets. Mr. Chairman, the Department of Defense negotiates drug prices. The Veterans Administration negotiates drug prices. Now HHS will negotiate fair and reasonable prices according to the detailed process established by Congress that is similar to the way that HHS negotiates for every other product and service that Medicare pays for. Lifting the bar negotiation was long overdue. After all, Americans pay more for prescription drugs than citizens of other countries. Why? Because other countries negotiate fair prices and they consider the clinical benefits and the effectiveness of prescription drugs. Americans deserve the same. Big Pharma outlandishly claims that the Constitution gives them the right to charge out-of-control, take-it-or-leave-it prices on prescription drugs. That is absurd. There is no constitutional right for drug companies to dictate the price of life-saving drugs to American taxpayers, especially when participation by drug companies in the negotiation is voluntary. For decades, Big Pharma has peddled the canard that exorbitantly high prices are necessary to support research and development. But the truth is that soaring profits, huge marketing budgets, and generous shareholder returns far exceed what the pharmaceutical companies invest in R&D. From 2019 to 2021, the 5 biggest pharmaceutical companies spent $13 billion more on giveaways to shareholders than they did on R&D. And the industry spent $8 billion on direct-to-consumer advertising last year alone.
Dear friends, new changes are arriving very soon, and millions of Americans will be affected by legislation that was passed earlier this year in Congress. Our federal government has just made a big announcement on the next cost of living adjustment. Increased monthly benefits are set to arrive in a few weeks for many households. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. According to the USDA Food and Nutrition Service, the amount of benefits you receive is based on the USDA's Thrifty Food Plan, which is an estimate of how much it costs to buy food to prepare a nutritious meal at home at a low cost. If your household is eligible for SNAP benefits, the amount you receive each month depends on the number of people in your household and how much monthly income is left after certain expenses are deducted. Every year, the USDA raises the monthly payments sent out to beneficiaries of the SNAP program. It is one of the country's largest social assistance programs. This increase is part of a program of cost of living adjustments designed to ensure that SNAP benefits do keep pace with inflation. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices have increased 3% over the last year, and that is why all households who receive SNAP benefits will see a benefit boost. Benefits for a one-person household has increased to $291. Benefits for a two-person household has increased to $535, and benefits for a four-person household has now increased to $973. The increase for beneficiaries in the state of Alaska will be around 6.5%, whereas those in the state of Hawaii will see the value of their benefits fall by 2%. The SNAP increase is entirely automatic, meaning that recipients of the food stamps do not have to apply to receive the new amount. America's collective credit card bill has never been higher, but according to experts, despite the eye-popping dollar amount, the consumer debt situation is not as bad as it seems. The $1 trillion milestone for U.S. credit card debt was met with concern early this year, who feared that Americans' spending habits are becoming more unsustainable. To be sure, $1 trillion is a lot, but that figure needs to be examined in the context of other factors, like income and wealth. And with those considerations, the hefty credit card balance in the United States actually is not much of a problem. That could spell good news for the economy, as Wall Street forecasters have warned that the weakening American consumer could pose a high vulnerability to economic growth. Americans are set to run out of their excess savings by the end of this quarter, so real consumer spending growth has actually stayed stable at around 2% for the past few years. That is a healthy pace, strong enough to sustain economic growth this year, but not so strong as to overheat the economy and stoke higher inflation. According to Michelle Ranieri, the Vice President of Financial Services Research at TransUnion, credit card utilization has stayed around 22%. That is fairly a sustainable ratio, as it means that Americans have room to tack on more credit lines should an unexpected emergency come up. Americans' real incomes are also rising, which can help consumers build wealth and slow down their credit usage. Real hourly wage growth accelerated 0.5% year over year during the month of August, though some lower-income consumers are in danger of defaulting or slipping into delinquency on their credit card debt. Americans are shored up with tons of equity, mainly in the form of rapidly appreciating home values. In fact, LendingTree noted this summer that Americans are sitting on a $28.7 trillion of home equity that can be tapped if needed. And Wells Fargo has said that the huge run-up in home prices in recent years could keep consumers afloat in the event of a downturn. All types of lenders are also tightening their underwriting standards before doling out cash, which should help the delinquency rate decrease in the future. Already, the delinquency rate on loans issued in 2023 is lower than the delinquency rates on loans issued in 2021 and 2022, and that suggests that credit card delinquencies will soon peak around the fourth quarter of this year before declining. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, I want to say thank you to all of you for being part of this community. And to show my appreciation, I will be announcing winners every Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, friends, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.